Supposed to look like. People go in with this thought that this is going to be something that I won't say easy, but you just got the wrong understanding of things. A honeymoon all the way through it. And that's not it. It to some yeah. 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 Oh yeah. Oh yeah. 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 Exactly. A- Mm, mm. Yeah. That is. That is. Yeah. Yeah. We got some deficiencies. And men have a certain way about them sometimes, and there are tendencies that women have too as well. But that's why, if you notice though, the things that we are strong in, we kind of balance those things out that are helpful to one another. But it has to be led of God, and it has to be under the guidance of God. And when we do that, we're able to be strong. I want to know that when it's going bad, I can count on you and you can count on me. The middle ground plays an important part, but the middle ground should always be led of God in that middle ground. Because there's some middle grounds, be honest with you, some middle ground you don't need to have. That is far away from God, and you just doing it just because you say, I'm tired and I want peace in my house. So yeah. Yeah. Sometimes that middle ground can be tough, but the middle ground in the aspect of what God's saying, for instance, we're talking about submission, all right? With a man submitting unto God and still serving his wife and others too as well, and allows her to submit. That's some middle ground. Me understanding who I am and who God has called me to be, and sacrificing to do that on your behalf. And if saying I love you the same way Christ loved the church, which means I'll give my all to you, all right? And then you submitting unto that because I have submitted to God. To me, that's middle ground with me doing what I'm supposed to do and you doing what you're supposed to do, and we have an understanding of that. That's coming at middle ground. But sometimes people just doing this just because I'm tired of arguing, or I just want some peace at night. So I just agree with anything. That ain't, to me, middle ground. That's something that's going to be hurtful later on down the line. Yeah, that ain't none of that. So, yeah, exactly. Yeah, I'm saying so. Yeah. So that common ground, that middle ground, has to always be centered on Christ. He's a great uniter anyway. So he unites the body. So all of that has to be centered on him. Definitely does. Yeah, we just read that and talked about that to some degree, but yeah, we just read that. Don't let the sun go down while you are still dealing with that anger. It's more space for him to work with, and while you hoping to get things back together, you getting further apart because you allow him to do that. And so, yeah, definitely does that. Just all of that. All of that. You're right, Doc. You're right. Yeah. Look, you all, I want to do face. So it's getting late. A silent treatment. And then folk got too much pride to say, I ain't going to be the one to talk. You know, all of that kind of stuff. Boy. And that silence can be loud, too. That silence can be loud. That silence can be loud, y'all. But yeah, look. I want to stop. We're about at we're about at, let's stop here. I'm going to say about verse 23, 24. Let's stop here. I don't want to just rush through this because I want to discuss this and break this down more. We got at least a couple of more Wednesdays, and that'll give us time to finish this and go into chapter 6. I don't want to just, let's stop here. Read this, you all. Let's come back with some more good discussion because I think this is important, and it deals with some good discussion too as well. This right here, we're going to start around verse number 20. Let's start back at 22 again. 22 and go on down here to 33. And of course, if we have some time, we're going to start in the chapter 6 too as well. But let's read this because there's so many things we can equate to problems starting in the home, starting in the marriage, and essentially just people not walking in their identity in the Lord Jesus Christ. And when you don't do that, it's like me pulling you ever seen that game, what they call it, Jenga? All right, where you stack these little blocks and you got to pull the blocks without the blocks falling. It's like me pulling a block out that's really important and everything else come tumbling down. So you can literally make a case when things are broken the way God doesn't want them to be, from husband, wife, and everybody walking in the Lord, then it affects everything else. I can talk about the kids and how they acting. I can talk about people involved in things they shouldn't be involved in, and can literally make a case because we're not walking in who we are in the Lord. And that's caused a chain reaction to why things are bad the way they are.